A kind gesture by a married man turns out to have deadly consequences as Keanu Reeves stars in the thriller Knock Knock.
Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Made in Hollywood, and here's a scene from Knock Knock. Yes?
Oh, we're so sorry to bother you, sir, but my phone got wet and she left hers at her house.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you want, you can come in and use my phone.
Thank you.
And I really felt for him. I think that he really tried to get out of that bathroom, but they just were ruthless.
They were ruthless, but he gave in. He succumbed to temptation.
The interesting thing about Evan is that he seems like he's happily married, but if you look closely, there's cracks in the facade. You know, his wife isn't having sex with him. And he tries to confront it, but he's afraid to confront her. He uses the monster voice. He's like, shut up. And he's like, okay, sorry. And then the kids are making fun of him, and it's Father's Day, and her book shows up, and her artwork dominates the house, and he's kind of relegated to his little corner working, and all of a sudden, these girls show up. So my feeling is that when you're in a relationship, if you're unhappy and you don't confront it, it comes out in your behavior.
Maybe he succumbed to his fantasy and to his maybe, subtext or frustrations with his own life. Guys, I have your clothes. They're pretty much dry.
Surprise!
Oh, stop. I can't do this. I'm married.
Yes, you can.
And once he lets them into the house, he can always say no. And
He was being
doesn't.
a nice guy.
He was being a nice guy. So he was being so nice that he went forward with a menage a trois while his family was away on Father's Day.
I think you always have a choice. I think the movie is entirely about that. I think Evan could he's stronger than us. He could have left the bathroom. That's what I think. He always had a choice.
We can forget this happened. I made a mistake.
Go! I'm calling the police.
But these girls, they believe that all men are animals, basically. That whether you have a wedding ring or whether there's photographs on the walls,
True.
like whatever. That it's the free pizza theory. If you show up if there's a free pizza that shows up at a guy's house at 2 in the morning, all guys will take the pizza.
We took him to the limit, and yeah, the question is, was he really strong enough to resist the temptation, or he was just like,
Free pizza.
Maybe free pizza.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Cheating Evan.
Cheating Evan who? Cheating eventually gets you killed.
Eli and I were talking about the different generations and how that really inspired him to write the story because he was curious about the girls in their 20s and how social media affects their lives. What was that meeting between you guys like?
For me, he presented the case of just like that Evan is, that there's a generation gap. And that Evan is trying to kind of use technology and kind of aware, but he's kind of not super aware. And so there was some commentary on that for representing the older side.
We grew up in a generation where Facebook was born as I was turning 13, I think, or 14. So I've kind of gotten really attached to it, and it's part of my life.
Before all this, what people did at their homes, it was a secret, and that, after that died there. And now that's what, Evan thinks that he's still there.
He's still a tri-state DJ.
Yeah. I think, he was not prepared for that.
No, I like that up there. I like when you do it high.
Just start up high,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I really wanted to have that moment where you have a fatal attraction, but using the technology to show that there is no privacy anymore, that everything you do in the privacy of your own home, no matter what it is, can be completely broadcast to everyone in the world if someone decides to use social media that way.
You came out to me. What was I supposed to do?